Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Thursday, September 4th, 2025. A man alleged to have led deputies on a reckless pursuit through a residential neighborhood was arrested a day later. On Thursday, San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies attempted a traffic stop on a Ford F-150 with an Arizona license plate. They said that the truck was traveling at an unsafe speed on Bluegrass Avenue in 29 Palms and identified the driver as Ray Hewitt, a 48-year-old resident of 29 Palms. Deputies say he failed to yield and was observed driving on the wrong side of the roadway in a residential area, creating a significant danger to the public. Deputies say that Hewitt ultimately evaded them during the pursuit. On Friday, deputies canvassed a neighborhood in 29 Palms and located Hewitt's vehicle near Cielito Drive and Starview Road. They then located Hewitt, who was taken into custody without further incident. Ray Hewitt was arrested on suspicion of reckless evading, resisting arrest, and an active warrant for domestic violence. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center without bail. At this week's Morongo Unified School District Board of Trustees meeting, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education Amy Woods reported an overall positive response to the prohibitive cell phone policy called the Yonder Pouch Deployment Initiative. With a soft introduction last May, MUSD students at the district's 4 secondary schools must now keep their cell phones locked in the provided Yonder pouch during classroom hours. Reporter Gabriel Hart attended the meeting and relays the following report from Woods.
The staff at La Contenta reported only 4 violations of the policy so far that have resulted in a campus supervisor bringing the student's phone to the office for the remainder of the day. La Contenta staff have found approximately 10 pouches that were legitimately defective, and Yonder was notified and have since replaced them. Some staff reported that there are fewer requests to use the bathroom because students cannot use the phone in the bathroom. 29 Palms High School reports that the drastic reduction in classroom distractions and disruptions has been notable. At lunch, students are socializing and conversing rather than scrolling or gaming, and several students have remarked that they are enjoying the reduction of screen time, and teachers also have positives to say about the effect so far. Yucca Valley High School reports that they have not seen phones in class. If they do see a wayward phone, it is usually outside of class. Teachers have seen more student engagement and productivity. They had a very small number of student and parent complaints, and most students are compliant when they are found violating the cell phone policy and only need a first warning. However, 12 students are on their second offense and have signed contracts with parents who have had to come pick up their child's phone. 29 Palms Junior High deployed their Yonder pouches during orientation. Staff checks first period to make sure the students are utilizing the pouch, and there have been some surprise inspections. There have been a few students who have needed several reminders of the new policy, but overall, they report the initiative is currently going well and there is plenty of support from parents. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Gabriel Hart.
The Town of Yucca Valley Community Services Department is hosting their annual 5K Family Fun Run and 2K Walk this Saturday at the newly remodeled Macris Park in the Upper Sky Harbor neighborhood off Joshua Lane. The event offers a morning of fitness and fun for participants of all ages and abilities. You can choose between a 5K run, which includes a competitive timed option, and a 2K walk. Both events will be professionally timed and include race bibs for all registered participants. The paved route makes it accessible for families with strollers, and leashed dogs are also welcome. It's not too late to sign up to participate, as they'll be registering runners and walkers on site. And if that's not enough to get you out, here's the Town of Yucca Valley's Recreation Supervisor Clayton Rardin with more.
Coming up on Saturday, September 6th, there's going to be a family fun run at Macris Park, and we'll have big, huge water slides at that event. It is coming up, and there will be water slides there, so check out the town's website, get some more information, sign up in person or online, and we'll get you squared away.
Registration is accepted online at yucca-valley.org or in person at the community center. Regular registration continues through race day at a fee of $35 with t-shirts and goodie bags included while supplies last. The California Welcome Center in Yucca Valley is calling on artists nationwide to share their vision and possibly earn a year-long spotlight for their new show, and the deadline is coming soon. Here's Hillary Sloan.
Now in its 7th year, the California Welcome Center's annual art contest is open to all artists based in California. Winning entries will be displayed for a year at the Welcome Center in Yucca Valley, where thousands of visitors from all around the globe will view your work. Artists can submit work in 4 categories: painting, photography, mixed media, and a People's Choice Award. Alongside the winning piece, artists will have the chance to display additional work. The deadline to submit is Sunday, September 7th by 4 p.m. Winners will be announced the week of September 22nd. To enter or learn more, visit californiawelcomecenter.com/art-contest or call 760-365-5464. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Palms and Paws Animal Foster Program is growing and they need supplies to keep it going. To keep saving lives and placing animals into safe foster homes, the 29 Palms Animal Shelter says they are in need of large dog crates and plastic totes with lids. The shelter says they are happy to accept gently used items as long as they're in good shape. If you donate a wire crate, please make sure that it comes with a tray. Every crate, tote, and donation makes it possible for the organization to send animals into loving foster homes instead of keeping them in the shelter. You can drop off donations at Palms and Paws Animal Shelter, which is located at 7086 Bullion Avenue in 29 Palms. They're open Tuesday through Friday from noon to 5 and Saturdays from 11 to 2. They also have an Amazon wish list. We'll have a link at this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. Precipitation has finally fallen in extra dry areas like Joshua Tree and Yucca Valley, but along with that moisture comes a new nuisance that most desert dwellers haven't had to deal with. Online news editor Robert Hayden has more.
Rain isn't new in the high desert, but the flying nuisance that breeds in the standing water left over from a rainstorm is relatively new to Southern California. Mosquitoes have made their way down south in the last decade, and during monsoon season and other hot, damp parts of the year, you can start to see the ankle biters appear. The Aedes variety of mosquitoes can be aggressive when it comes to bites, and they don't even give you the courtesy of waiting until the evening to come out and attack. Luckily, there's a very easy way for anyone to help control the mosquito population. After any amount of rain, walk around your home and dump out any standing water that is collected, because that's what mosquitoes use to breed in. They need as little as a teaspoon of water to multiply, so things like plant saucers, chairs, plastic bags, kids' toys, tarps, or anything else that holds water should get dumped out. And if you've been traveling in other mosquito-heavy areas, there's also the possibility of spreading disease like dengue or Zika back to the local mosquito population here in Southern California and further spreading the disease. According to the California Department of Public Health, that's pretty rare. However, they do suggest using mosquito repellent and wearing long sleeves for 3 weeks after returning from a mosquito-rich environment. Hot, dry weather is the natural enemy to the airborne pests, but they don't need long to gain a foothold with stagnant water around. So if you see a spot that you think may be a breeding ground for pests like mosquitoes or rats, you can contact the county's vector control program, which will assess the situation after a service request. The town of Yucca Valley has a vector control program as well. We'll have links to both services at this story on our website, Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
And finally, as Copper Mountain College looks at its 25th anniversary, it's making great successes. College Superintendent Dr. Darren Otten will be the guest on the Z107.7 Up Close show tomorrow to talk with host Gary Daigneault about what is going on at the college and the remarkable opportunities they offer to local students and the surrounding communities. All about Copper Mountain College tomorrow on the Z107.7 Up Close show, 10 a.m. here on Z107.7. The show is available as a podcast at Z107.7fm.com or wherever you get your podcasts a little later on in the day. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmetz.